So today we're going to be learning what engineering maths. Engineering maths maths under engineering maths we learn what we call algebra. Under algebra we'll talk about the what laws of indices. Or will I say the laws of indices, because there are more than one. So first of all, before we go into the laws of indices, there's something I want you to understand here. What is an index? Number one, an index. You can either call it an index or you can call it an exponent. Or you can call it a what? Power. So what is an index? An index is a small number reaching above and to the right of a base. That small number tells you how many times to multiply the base by its what? Self. I will repeat. An index or an exponent or a power is the small number reaching above and to the right of the base. That small number tells you how many times to multiply the base by itself. For example, if you write 3, here is a small number, right? To the right, this is left, this is right. Let's say to the right and above, this is below and this is above. So a small number to the right, a small number reaching to the right above the base. So this is your what? Your base. And this is your what? Your index. So this small number tells you how many times the base will multiply itself. So therefore 3 raised to the power 4 is simply what? 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So this index is telling you how many times the base will multiply himself. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So our answer will be equals to what? 80 what? 1. That's what an index mean. So I've explained what an index is. I've also explained what a base is, right? I've explained what a base is. So you can write number 2, base. So next, index form. This thing we wrote here, this whole thing here, this is what they call index form. It's a way of writing numbers using a base and a power. So you can write number 3, index form. So this is the way we write numbers using a base, that's a base, and an index. So next, we have what they call standard form. This is a standard form. So a standard form is a way of writing a very big or very small number using the powers of 10. So now, this is a standard form. If you want to write it in index form, you can write it like this, or you can put it in a standard form. So number four is what? Standard form. Standard what? Form. So these are the things you need to know. Alright, these are the things you need to know. Then number 5, let's go to number 5. Number 5, let's define what a zero index mean. Also, using it while we are talking about our laws of indices. So a zero index is simply any number. Any number, it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on, 10 and the rest. Zero index is any number except 0 that is raised to the power of 0. So if you raise any of these to the power of 0, 1 to the power of 0, 2 to the power of 0, 3 to the power of 0, 4 to the power of 0, 5 to the power of 0, 6 to the power of 0, 7 raised to the power of 0, any one at all, they will all be equals to what? 1, except from 0 raised to the power what? 0, which is what? Undefined. So any number, zero index is simply telling that any number except 0 is raised to the power 0. So example, if we raise 9 to the power 0, we will get what? 1. So we're moving on. Let's go to the what? The negative index. Number 6. We have the what? Negative what? Negative index. So for a negative index, it's very simple. Let's say 2 raised to power 2. This is a positive index, right? An index is a small number to the right of the base. It's positive, right? But if we say 2 raised to power what? Minus 2. This is negative, right? This is what? Negative. So we are seeing the difference. And they will give us two different answers. So like this now, 2 raised to power 2 is simply what? 2 times 2, which is equals to what? 4. Is positive. Why negative index is simply what? 2 raised to minus 2 is simply what? A power that is written is simply taking a reciprocal. So now this, the reciprocal of these 2, note 2 is the same thing as 2 over 1. Am I right? So if we say the reciprocal of 2, we are simply flipping this thing upside down. This one will go up and this one will come down, right? So it will become 1 over 2. That is the reciprocal of flipping it, right? So remember, there's a power attached to it. So 2 raised to the power minus 2 is simply this sign now, flip it, because that's a negative index. It will now be 1 over 2. Then bring in your index power or power, that is 1 raised to the power 2, 1 over 2 1 over 2 raised to the power of 2, which will give us what? 1 over 2 times what? 2, which is equals to what? 1 over what? 4. So this is simply what? The negative index. Negative index simply means to what? To flip the number. Flip the number. 2 is the same thing as 2 over 1. So you flip it, it becomes 1 over 2. Then you add index or power there. So 2 raised to the power minus 2 will give us 1 over 4 in standard form. And 2 raised to the power 2, that is the positive index, will give us what? 4. Take note, please. Next, we have what? Next, we have the what? We have the fractional index. So for the fractional index, is a way of showing a part of a whole number. Let me say now we have a whole number 4, and we just want to show one part of this whole number. Let's say we divide 4 into 4 places, right? So if we divide 4 into 4 places, okay, no, let's not use 4, let's use, pardon me, let's use 1. Let's use 1. So we'll get our fractions. So if we divide 1 into 4 places, if you divide it into 2 places, you get half, right? Half plus what? Half will give you 1, right? So if you divide it into 4 now, it will be what? 1 over 4 plus 1 over 4 plus 1 over 4 plus 1 over 4, which will give us what? 1. So these are all fractions, and all or each of them are part of 1. So fractional index is simply what? A way of showing a whole number. Let's say the whole number is 1, showing a part of a whole number. That is what a fractional index is. So now, showing one part of 1, you can just take 1 over 4. So now let's write it together with a base. You get? Let's combine it. Let's say we're given let's say 4 raised to the power of 1 over 2. So this is a fractional index because the index is in the fraction form, and whenever we have a fractional index, what we simply do is to what? Check the up is what? The numerator, and the down is the what? Denominator. The up will tell us how many parts we have out of the whole numbers. So now we divided it into 2 places, right? We have just one part of it. Get? So this one we divided into 4 places, right? We just have one part of it. So we need 4 parts of it if we add them up to get the complete whole. So this now, written in standard form, will simply be these 2 now will be converted to a root, and you bring in your value 4. You see, very simple, right? Similarly, you have 4 raised to the power 2 over 3. This 3 now will come out and become a cubed root. Then you put 4 and you bring your power above, that's 2. This 4/3 can simply be written as what? 4 raised to the power 2/3 is simply what? 4. If you separate these things, it will be 2/1 times what? 1/3. Are you seeing it? 2 times 1 will give you 2, and 1 times 3 will give you 3. And 2/1 is the same thing as what? 4 raised to the power 2 and what? 4 raised to the power 1/3. You get? So this is what is giving us this 4 raised to the power 2 here, and this is what is giving us this cube root. So take note, we've talked about 7 different things. We've talked about, let's go back. We've talked about the index, which is also called an exponent or a power. We've talked about the base. Yes, this is the base. We talked about the index, the base, the index form. We talked about standard form. Then we move to zero index, then to negative index, and finally fractional index. With this knowledge, now we can now go into laws of indices. So in our next video, we will be talking about the laws of indices. Stay with me. If you have any question or you're still confused, don't be shy. Please ask me. Drop your questions in the comment section below and I will respond to you. Please make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'll be dropping more videos in future. Thank you. See you in our next video.